Take Shot Sports, guys. How are you doing? We're here. We're back. And this week we have in our presence Joseph Raymond Lucero. Some of you guys may know him as Creeper from Mayans FC. Great to have you here with us.
Yes, sir.
Thank you for having me, man. Bless.
Appreciate it. Appreciate it, man. No, I mean, I've seen you on the Mayans. I love that show, man. It's such a great show that you guys are doing, and just love seeing that show. But speaking of the show, let's talk about some sports. Let's talk about who's your team? Who's your football? NFL's coming up. Who's your football team?
Oh man, die hard. I still gotta say it. San Diego Charger fan.
Oh,
I was waiting for that.
That's right.
Die hard San Diego Charger fan. And I say that, and it wasn't even the fact that they were leaving San Diego to come to LA. It was just the fact that the way that the family or certain individuals in the family had left San Diego. San Diegans, we did everything from Chicano Park to down to the border to East San Diego to down to every part of San Diego, Northern County, Oceanside. Everybody came together to fucking try to get this bill passed to build this new stadium, and they got it passed, and the motherfuckers
they still left.
Yeah.
still there.
How bad did that hurt? How did you feel? At least you got them up here in LA though. But how did you feel when they uprooted, the team from San Diego?
That hurt. It still hurts. Just hearing that, it hurts. It hurts because it sounds dumb when you say it out loud, right? Don't own the team, don't own the stock in no team, no. Yeah. But it's a lot invested. Like my family's invested. Like we've had stupid fights because of this shit. Like whatever, right? Even like the relationship that I have with my son. You know what I mean? Like our very first game was the Chargers against the Oilers. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oilers, damn.
Yeah, they weren't the Oilers. They were the Titans.
Moon back
they were the Titans. Yeah. But I still called them the Oilers, right? So and McNair was the quarterback.
He's an OG.
Yeah,
McNair was the quarterback. But that was our first game at Qualcomm. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So well, it was just tough. I understand the game, but the way they left, like the team, like the city don't come together for shit. It's so fucking diverse. It's a trip. You know what I mean? Like they came together for this, and that was the dope thing that you see in sports. Like it doesn't care what color you are, what religion you are, what, you know what I'm saying, poverty level or you're the richest. Like if you have this skill and you love this culture, like bam, right? And so when they left, it hurt. It to my son, who's still a diehard fan, still to this day.
If they would have left California, you still been a Charger fan?
No, it was the way they left. When they came to LA, I was like, cool, we can go right there. Like it did that. I'm a YA baby, so I grew up with LA boys since I was a teenager, right? So,
I mean, it's crazy. San Diego, one of the best places to play football in the world. Yep. You got the best weather in the world, and they just the Spanos family just bounced
Well, I mean, when you have an opportunity to come to LA, I mean, the capital that I can only imagine that was offered. I mean, you make a choice. Right. You know what I mean? So it becomes a moralistic choice. You know what I mean? Compared to, am I doing this generational wealth? Because I consider them generational wealth. Right? They're not just fucking money. They're money. So I understand that aspect, but it's like you had the whole city. I'm not speaking for nobody else. I'm speaking for myself.
Right.
What I witnessed. You know what I'm saying? For me, grown ass man, was ready to cry. I hurt for that fucking team when it left. And I didn't understand really why, but it was I was heartbroken. I was my son, again, who's taught me so many lessons in life. Was it last year? A year before? It was maybe 2 years ago. Because I wouldn't watch a game with him. I went 3 years.
Oh, geez.
I couldn't hear the Spanos name. I was and I never met them. I don't know them. I don't wish no ill will on them.
Right.
It was just my own personal fucking pity party as a fan. You know what I'm saying? I'm entitled to that, fucking fanatic, right? My son told me, he was like, you just bailed on me and shit. You raised me on the Chargers and then you fucking quit on me when they bailed on LA. And I was like, oh shit. It gives me goosebumps. I was like, I fucking did that shit to my son. fucking shame on me. Fucking like I was mad at myself, but I was like, well,
check
fuck the
yourself.
Chargers again. You got me in trouble. But it's funny. I'm like not super mad, but it was like ever since then, right away, I was like, I'm a diehard Charger fan. I was in my feelings. Here I go. Fucking poor me, blah, blah, blah.
So you mentioned family. Your
Yeah.
family was with the Chargers and whatnot. Did they transition it the same, or do you have family members or friends that be like, you know what, the hell with them?
Hell yeah. A lot. My
yeah?
family's like, F the Chargers.
Oh, no way, yeah?
But some of my family's like, no, hell yeah, we love the Chargers.
Well, I
And
remember-
it's not because of the LASD thing. It's because of the simple fact
Right,
that
that
the
they
way they
left.
fucking left. Like they're like, come on, dude. Like
Yeah.
The same thing happened back in the day with my dad with the Rams. When the wife inherited the team, Georgia Frontier, they bounced the same, like
St.
just
Louis.
bounced on us.
I remember that
They
shit.
everyone was fucked.
I remember
up.
that.
I was pissed. Never thought the Rams would come back to LA. And they thank God we got a new owner. They came back and the rest is history. But it messed up a lot of people back then.
Yeah, I remember. that.
Your team traveled.
I travel-
They're traders. They go
Well,
from here.
He's a nomad. He doesn't care where they are. Like
But I follow him.
he's
I-
used to them going
Which is why I
everywhere.
asked. I mean, you know, I'm a Raider fan, so it was just more of like, but I follow them. I'm a Raider fan. You
Yeah.
know, it's like no matter where they go, I'm gonna follow the Raiders. You know, it's just they're everywhere. You know,
I'm a
but
fucking Raider hater.
I get it.
I love it.
You fuck, but mad respect to the fans. The
the
fans
fan
are the,
base, yeah,
the
they
fans
don't-
are the shit.
Raider
Like,
Nation, yeah, hats off.
Nothing like that.
I'm not saying those fans that I done fucking, slung them with, motherfuckers, but respect you too. No, for real, like Raider fans, I think are fucking.
They travel
super
the
dope.
best.
Like I don't wish I was a Raider fan, but I wish I could have that experience like they do. I see in the black hole, like I see fucking in Tampa Bay and the motherfucking in the ship or that in the old school doghouse. You know what I'm saying? With
Or like Browns. Yeah.
before they started employing these.
That's a whole nother.
Yeah, that's a whole nother fucking thing, dude. You know what I mean? Like, anyways, but yeah, when football's still football, but that it was different for me. I think.
Yeah.
But I heard they might get a new owner. I heard the sisters suing the brother, and who knows? I don't.
Yeah, there's a lot. Obviously, the truth,
I mean, put a
comes out sooner
stadium
or later, right? I guess.
right in the ocean next to Petco. I mean, it would be perfect.
No, they're cool now. They're cool where they're at now. Fucking the Chargers. I mean,
no, they're taking up space. They go back, send them back to San Diego.
No, they're cool right here, bro. Like,
He goes, I'm close to them now.
they're cool
I had to drive home for the game.
Well, let me ask you,
because they've taken over that stadium.
Emilio El.
They're paying rent. You get tax. No.
Oh yeah, they do.
Let me ask you, Emilio El Padrino is also a huge Rams fan.
Huge
Oh,
Rams.
yeah.
fan.
So
Huge Rams.
within
I got
the cast,
some dump. We watched the games again.
within the cast of the Mayans,
Yeah.
how does it go? We know Emilio's a Rams fan. You're a Charger fan.
Yes.
Where does everybody else sort of fall in?
I believe Clayton is that's Angel who plays the Angels, a Raider fan. He's a Raider fan.
There you go.
Well, yeah, he paints his nails black too, so that makes a lot of sense because he's a diehard Raider fan.
There you go.
Yeah.
Who else? Oh, JD. JD is KC.
Oh,
AC.
Okay.
Yeah, KC.
Yeah.
JD. You
They're all in that same division.
Well, Clayton actually played college ball, I believe. Played a year, I believe, in college ball. I'm not sure what college. I always give him shit. He ain't got no hands. We're always messing with him and shit. I think because a lot of
That's
times
why you only played 1 year.
That's why he paints the nails so he can show that he's got hands, right?
They can see. Yeah.
No, Clayton's pretty athletic. JD, I know he's very athletic. I love like hearing. You know what I'm saying? I can always talk sports with like JD. Definitely.
Do you guys have a fantasy league? You guys, the Maya?
Jay, fucking, I know Jay plays it all the time. I'm not sure if he plays fantasy though.
I'm surprised you guys don't have your own little league, but then you know.
Nah, it's so much work, bro. To fucking like,
Right? No one's gonna run and be like,
No one wants to
man, I'm
set it
too
up."
busy.
yeah. It's
Padrino, he's got to set it up. Come on, Padrino, set it. You got to set up the league.
Set up the
nah,
league.
fucking
Come on,
Emilio's he's too busy playing golf with Irby.
I was gonna say he'll set up a golf
With
league.
Irby.
He's too busy. Yeah. I mean, him and Irby got their dope ass little fucking.
Do you
Man,
play golf?
I do play golf. Yeah. Actually, fucking me and Irby actually gave me a lot of fucking pointers. Like,
He likes to bet. I mean, I always see him betting
Irby?
with Emilio.
me and Irby played a lot. Yeah,
Yeah.
Mike, good people. I just actually had a photo shoot last week with his son. His son's dope.
Yeah.
Got a good eye.
Shit, I
Got a
mean,
great eye.
Emilio, they got some good golfers. We were at his tournament. We shot like minus 14. We didn't even come in top 3. And I don't know who he brought. He brought some ringers.
Some ringers in there.
Dang,
You guys
Tiger
play
Woods
golf.
there?
I don't
Oh.
play golf like you guys play.
Oh.
You guys play golf, but
Yeah, no, we went to a tournament and you were there.
I will play golf
Yeah,
like
you
you
went
guys if I fucking went at least once a week. Shit, but
Yeah, and I think you left early. Your son had an event or something. You had to leave.
no, I had to for Emilio's. I went. My mom's. She works for the drug court. She's a counselor. I was keynoting at one of the graduations.
Nice. Okay.
So, yeah, trying to inspire. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Let these
So you grew up in San Diego
Yeah. Well, I'm from San Diego, yeah, but I grew up in the system.
in the system?
Yeah, unfortunately.
Yeah.
And fortunately. Taught me a lot too.
Jimmy likes going past San Diego. He likes past it. He goes to the border,
There
right?
we go again.
Right past Logan Heights. He goes, keeps going.
Cahuila
Down
shot
the
like a
park.
motherfucker. Huh?
That's what they say. Yeah. Yeah, I've got
the green.
I've got frequent miles over there apparently.
Yeah, back in the days, I used to, I would, wave when I pass by a lot. I would not cross the border no more. I just stopped.
Yeah.
So
That gets a little bit too crazy for me now.
I'm sure.
Ken.
I'm sure. So change is possible. Your slogan. How'd that come about?
Shit, bro. I was just living under the lifestyle, man. You know what I mean? And I finally got out of my own way. And then I hit rock bottom again and was humbled by somebody I love dearly, my son. And that's when I realized that this saying that I would always say, change, other people would tell me change is possible. You know what I mean? You just got to heal and actually address some of the issues that are going on inside here and inside here. I had to accept that I had PTSD, and I used to be like, I've never fought for this country. I don't, you know what I mean? Like, that's an honorable, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, I don't have honor to fucking hold that. I didn't know what PTSD was. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
I didn't know it was a mental health issue. You know what I'm saying? Or it falls under that category. I fall under a lot of those categories. You know what I'm saying? But my biggest thing was alcohol. You know what I mean? Like I stole cold fucking alcoholic. You know what I mean? I'm a binge drinker. I didn't drink every day. But if we're gone for the weekend, homie, I'm getting fucked up. You know what I'm saying? Like I'm drinking, I'm making up for the whole week. Monday through Friday, I worked out, I did my business, work, bam, Friday till I go back to work, I'm getting, if I remember, you know what I'm saying? Like DUIs, fucking getting arrested again, bro. Like fighting crime, like fighting cases again. Like what the fuck?
Right.
Like I walked away from that life, and now I was finding myself in the judicial system again. And I was losing my family. You know what I mean? And I was given an ultimatum from somebody I love dearly. And it was the best fucking ultimatum I could have ever fucking been given. You know what I mean? It humbled the fuck out of me. And I'm alive and I'm here and all 3 of my kids love me. You know what I mean?
And you changed your life, because like you said, you were brought up in the system, but you made a point of making things different, for yourself, for your family, for your kids, for your son. And you did something that a lot of people don't think is possible, mentioning change is possible. You went from that lifestyle to becoming an actor and becoming a successful one at that. So how did that come about?
A lot of fucking heartache, homie. A lot of no's, a lot of getting pinned, a lot of, which means like you come close, a lot of fucking testing, a lot of no, and fuck no. You'll never be good enough. You're too gangster. You have too many tattoos. You're a felon. You walk a certain way. You stand a certain way. You don't fit this. You're not Mexican enough. You're not homeboy enough. You know what I'm saying? Like what? Okay, cool. All that fucking shit I've been listening to my whole fucking life.
Yeah.
So you can suck my dick. That shit just makes me fucking like, what's up? And I had never had enough courage to tap into that feeling in a positive way. It was always in a negative way. Usually with whatever I was, if I was representing something at that time, or if I wasn't. Like certain things, my belief system controlled me. And I thought my reaction to your action, if it was physical, or I felt nervous or those butterflies that we get, that I usually, responded not in a great way. You know what I'm saying? And it took me away. But I didn't give a fuck until my kid was born. My son was born. But blah, blah, blah. And then we get to here now. You know what I'm saying? But it's like,
Yeah.
it's been a beautiful journey. But it's just, I just didn't give up. I've been fucking up. I still fuck up. I just don't drink.
Right.
I can sit with you guys. You guys can down all these shots. That doesn't bother me. I wish I missed that part of the camaraderie. Because I can do that shit for probably 100 times. It takes that one fucking time.
Right.
That one fucking time where that dude walks in front of us and doesn't say excuse me. And I say, hold up, dog. You can't say excuse me. And he turns around and fucking just cracks me. And we're slinging and binging. And then whatever happens, happens. Or whatever the case. But it's like I put myself in that position. Because sober, I don't give a fuck if you bump into me. I'm going to tell you, excuse me.
Right.
Because I think differently when I'm sober. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
But when you're faded, you just don't give a fuck. Well, me. You know what I mean? And the demons would come up more than they would not. And I can't allow that because, fuck, I got 3 beautiful kids. Their mama. I got a family that actually loves me. And I never cared about anybody else but myself.
Right.
Self-centered motherfucker. I said I cared about other people. My actions showed otherwise. You know what I'm saying? Like, I still loved them, and my actions did show that. But when it came down to having to choose, man, this dream where I'm at now, it's paying off now. You know what I mean? But fuck, dude, it was like a lot of the people were like, what the fuck? I did a lot of in-between jobs in the meantime, in between time. You know what I mean? Like, and that was just because I didn't know how to become a man. So I was trying to become a man, a father, or fucking chase this dream. And you know what I mean? Like, be all these things, and I was failing. But for some reason, my heart didn't give up, and I got to give it to my kids, God, my grandma, my moms. You know what I'm saying? Like, the good parts. They always instilled that seed of love. Even though I seen other shit, and I know that's what. Like, I always tell my mom, like, that's why I never gave up. You know what I mean? Like, yeah, life was fucked up when we were growing up, but you always told me you loved me. And I got some homeboys that would tell me that their moms did some fucked up shit to them. So I knew I was blessed. You know what I mean? Like,
Right, yeah.
And those were the little fucking gifts that I think of hope that I was able to hold on to in my brain and in my heart for myself. You know what I mean? That I just didn't get, I was like, I don't even got it bad. You know what I'm saying? When I would get in my little self-pity parties. But that's the beauty in sports, working out. Still, as old as I am now, I'm working out.
So who gave you that, first shot, in the entertainment industry, or how'd you come about it?
It was I was working in Homeboy Industries. They did the casting call for Gridiron Gang. Seraphin Hiller was the casting company. They came in. They wanted some little homies tatted up. Lamb. I got them all online. I took them to Santa Monica. It was my day off. Father Greg asked me to take them. Took about 7 little homies, and I'm taking little homies. I'm not taking what the fuck they're used to, right? So I'm in flip flop. I was gonna go to Venice to play some handball and to work out. So I was like, you know what? I should stay. Because when I got there, bro, there was like 300 or 400 people, right? It was an open cast call for this. So it was about 300, 400 people, man. And I couldn't leave these guys by themselves there. We'll put it that way. And all these guys got picked.
Wow.
And they asked me, do I want to be a part of it? And I was like,
Wow.
he was like, you got a problem with shaving your mustache? So at that time I was 25. And I was fresh out of prison. I was like, I wanted to say, is that a stupid fucking question, motherfucker? Like, shave that shit off. What the fuck you want me to do, bro? You know what I'm saying? Like, what do you want me to do? And this director, who's Phil Genre. If you don't know him, look him up. You know what I'm saying? Like, he was big time. You know what I'm saying? And he was the director at the time, and he was like, I want you part of it too. I showed up on that Monday morning with these knuckleheads that I was picking up in South Central and Boyle Heights, East LA. These kids were living a dream. I was living a dream. You know what I'm saying?
That's cool.
2 weeks into it, because I was all blasted and I was in shape, The Rock pulls me over. Dwayne Johnson, Mike Rackmill, the writer was it's gonna piss me off. Anyways, Lee Stanley was the producer. But the writer, they pulled me aside. You know what? They asked me, "Do you know what continuity is?" And I was like, "I have no idea what continuity is." And they were like, "Well," they broke it down with me, and they were like, "Well, this is what it is." And for the last 2 weeks, all we see is you. And I was like, "Fuck," you know what I mean? Like, there goes my fucking dream. You know what I'm saying? They were like, "Well, we have a problem," and I was like, "Oh, here we go." You know what I mean? They were like, "We either got to cut you out or we have to introduce you to the audience, because the audience is going to ask who the hell you are, because you look the realest out of all these guys that are." And I was like, "What are you saying?" They were like, "When you come back Monday, we'll let you know." When I came back Monday, Neil Moritz tells me he's gonna Taft Hardy me, which is make me Union, and I'm now Chavez, the heavily tattooed kid, part of Gridiron. You know what I'm saying? I got written in right there, and I was like,
Wow.
I went from fucking $50 a day to like $5,000 a week. I was like, what? You know what I mean? And it was like, you give me an opportunity, I'm not gonna let it fuck up.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? I got shit in my beard. You guys ain't telling me. I mean,
I don't see
We can't
anything.
see it from this angle.
We're gonna see it from this angle. Maybe they saw it from over there, but
I don't see anything.
it's great. It's great to see, the way you've progressed, and gotten several roles in other series. Now a big part of Mayans. But how difficult is it? Because Latinos usually don't get big roles. And it's hard for Latinos to get into the industry, break into the industry.
Yeah. I think to each their own. Boy, I got 4 strikes, homie. I'm an ex-con. They told me I wasn't going to make it past 21. More or less come home from prison and make it in life. I've been home 20 years. You know what I'm saying? Like, so you can accept it. I believe it's all within. You know what I mean? And for a lot of years, I accepted my own shit. You know what I'm saying? And fucked it off. And I still must accept my own shit because I'm not perfect. But there's certain shit I don't accept anymore, which I thank God. And that's because I got a support group. I got people I can depend on. And that's been huge. And I'm trying to answer that in I really don't care if it's politically correct or not, because it's the truth. And the truth is if you put me in front of you put me and Johnny Depp up for fucking the Pirates of the Caribbean, homeboy, I swear to God, Jack Sparrow. I would have never met Jack Sparrow at that time, but I'm gonna give you a fucking pirate. I'm gonna give you the gangsterest fucking pirate from the hood, homeboy, that's got the fucking the GS lingo and all that shit. And your response is gonna say everything, and that's all I give a fuck about at the end of the day is your response, and whoever is on that side is if I was truthful or not. And as long as I'm truthful, the rest is history. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. Because then you're going to tell me what it is. And that gives me goosebumps, because if you believe who you are in front of the camera and you love it the way I love it, like, this shit can be covered up. Like, this goes away, with the jacket. I grow some hair, shave this off, change the
makeup.
You know what I'm saying? How you doing, sir? Yes, sir. No, ma'am. You know what I'm saying? And you switch it up real fast. I mean,
yeah, it's
I love it.
It's for our viewers out there, people are listening. I mean, growing up in LA, we grew up in the same neighborhood. It's so easy to make a wrong decision. I mean, you become a product of your environment. I got caught up, in trouble, whatever. But for guys out there, living in LA, growing up here, I never even thought about movies, and we're right here. We got people that move here to get in this, and there's people like us growing up. Maybe they're not doing the right thing or whatever it is, but there's hope, there's opportunity, there's like the shirt says, change is possible, right? I mean, and you're a living proof of that, man. That's awesome. I mean,
so were you, bro. So were you. Yeah. I mean, we're all here, right?
Absolutely.
Collective.
Absolutely, man. And for you just saying that right now, it's awesome, man, because you never know who you're talking to. You never know who's going to listen to this and who could be that next, Joseph Lucero or Emilio Rivera or whoever, that next, person we see on TV, our role models, we grew up with role models that are like, in the hood, like either you're good at sports or you're good at selling drugs or you're gangbang, we don't have too many good role models, The people we look up to are not doing the right stuff, but when we get to see you like yourself on TV, that's That's awesome.
Those role models. I mean, they can be great role models in the
Right.
sense of what not to do.
Right,
It's
exactly.
like, I don't know if you ever heard it. Like, they say because my kids ain't grown up tough, that they're better chance of fucking it off. You know what I'm saying? Because they didn't have to fucking persevere through some of the shit that we may or may not have to. But fuck that. I'm giving you the best life,
Right.
Right.
you know, and your mom possibly can, right? But that's a fucking worry. It is, because our kids will tell us certain shit, and me and their mom will be like, "The fuck did you just say?"
There comes the chancla.
Yeah, like, what the fuck did you just say? Like, and as you're just like, "Oh shit," pause, like fucking pause, like, but you're like, "Whoa," like, or they think certain aspects of life is fucking super cool and shit, and you're like, "Fuck no, that shit ain't cool." Like, you have no motherfucking idea. There ain't nothing fucking cool. The culture is fucking beautiful.
Yeah, exactly.
Right.
But the motherfucking that living, no, fuck no. Fuck no. I was not cut out for it, as you can see. That's why I'm free. And I'm alive. You know what I'm saying? Like, that I was not cut. I was not made. I was not born for that. I thought I was, but I was not. Clearly. You know what I'm saying? I'm just grateful that I was able to tell myself that and be a dad now. But anyways, it's a beautiful thing to be a dad and learn.
Oh yeah, man.
Learn
Of
what
course.
it is.
Absolutely. So when you were younger, what were your favorite sports to play? What did you play?
Football.
Football?
Oh man, I didn't speak Spanish, bro.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Like,
I don't speak Spanish good either.
They were like, no,
Spanglish.
they didn't want us. They didn't want me to learn Spanish. You know what I mean? I wouldn't have been Americanized back then. I'm born in '77. You know what I'm saying? 44. So why, I don't know. I'm like, dude, if I spoke fucking Spanish, I'd get $1 raise. You know what I'm saying? Like, even working,
Well, you gotta-
even working for Disney, you gotta give me $1 raise. Man. I just ain't learning them lines. Shit, I speak.
Right.
But football, for any sports, you put me out, it didn't matter. Fucking, I mean, I'll grip the bat, homeboy. It don't matter. It's wall ball. Let's do it. Like, my physical attributes were life. You could not fucking take that away from me. That was mine. Like, my mom could be strung out. My dad could be in prison, strung, whatever the fuck. You could put me in juvenile hall. Whatever. You could not take I could, in juvenile hall, I had the same physical attributes. California Youth Authority, same physical attributes. Prison, same physical attributes. Came home from prison. Played college football, homie. You know what I'm saying? I played for ELAC. I played for the Huskies.
Oh,
Wow.
Shit, 326 all-purpose yards against Compton Junior College. You know what I'm saying? Like, they were like, who the
Memory
fuck is
right
this
there.
essay? They were like, I was fresh out of prison. And I was fucking like tatted up. I remember they called me old. And I looked at them youngsters like, motherfucker. Like, in my mind, I was like, oh shit, these are fresh out of high school. Like, I'm fresh out of prison, 26 years old. I left calling these other dudes dinosaurs and shit because they're, you know what I'm saying? They've been, you know, whatever. Anyways, inside joke. But I had a glimpse of that moment, you know what I'm saying? Because that was my dream, was to play professional football. And I had two dreams. I wanted to either work at the San Diego Zoo because I love animals, because that's what unconditional love was to me. Or play professional football just because, man, there was something about playing football. It was something about watching Barry Sanders shake everybody with the shittiest line.
yeah.
And like, I've never been a Cowboy hater or nothing like that, but when it came to comparisons between Emmett, Thurman, and fucking Barry, man, Barry, to me, it was Barry Sanders all day long.
Oh yeah, Barry was a whole
Still
nother-
to this day, like, if he wouldn't have fucking retired, I was facing life in prison when he retired. I remember the day he walked away. I was so fucking pissed. Michael Vick was still at Virginia Tech, I believe. He was playing. They were playing against, Florida State, and they got their asses whooped, I think.
Yeah, because Barry Sanders retired early.
Yeah, he did.
He could have had
98.
another. Yeah.
99.
He didn't
put
feel
another-
like he needed it anymore.
We
They weren't
And
giving
that
him
was the
they weren't
difference.
giving him- They weren't giving him.
No, they weren't giving him the love that he wanted.
Megatron did the
Yeah.
same thing there.
Exactly.
The Lions
Well,
is-
for Detroit, yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but
Troy
Barry
loses them
Sanders-
quick.
Yeah. I mean, even
Well,
like
you-
Bo Jackson was amazing. Yeah, he.
Yeah, but he left.
Yeah, but he left because of an injury,
No, I
the
know,
hip
but I'm
injury.
just saying, if he didn't get hurt, I mean,
Right.
Oh yeah, he was. Come on, man.
I mean, that
Bo
guy was-
knows,
Bo
bro.
knows. I mean,
Raiders.
That was the Raiders, bro. Fuck, bro. Him
Double
and
sports.
Allen, bro, in the backfield, bro.
Yeah, man, that was.
I remember
was
that with
special.
the Bengals too. The Bengals is when he got hurt.
Hit
Yeah,
that sideline
I was at the
hit,
game.
bro.
I was at that game. I was a
that
little kid.
sideline hit, dog. I was like, I didn't understand it. And you didn't learn what the hip flexor is and all that shit. You're like, oh, okay.
It was a routine
Had
tackle.
motherfucking
Yeah.
girdle on, fool.
Yeah.
No, I shouldn't have said that. Sorry, Bo.
But the difference is, those guys are so big and they go so fast. And so, when they step the wrong way, that's why those injuries happen. Something that probably to any of us, we wouldn't suffer an injury like that because we're not.
I got a bunch of injuries. I'm hurting right now.
Yeah, but that's cool. That's called being old, dude. That's completely different.
So you played running back when you were in the college?
Yeah.
Yeah?
Well, I played every position.
Okay.
In the JC, like I went out for tailback, right? But I free safety if you need anywhere because they already had these kids. They weren't gonna give me shit. But I was working full time and showing up to practice late. I was lucky to get in the games. But special teams makes you.
Yeah.
Once they were like, oh shit, this motherfucking kid's the first one. I was a grown ass man at that time. They were like this. I was the first one down, bro, every fucking time. Like you had to he's
Pay
not
attention.
just tatted up. He's not
Yeah.
just, some gang member.
Yeah.
I had already changed my life. You know what I mean? It was pretty cool for a cool little moment. You know what I'm saying? Because I'd never in my whole entire life had the opportunity to play organized ball. Not incarcerated. I played in California Youth Authority. I played in fucking
The Gridiron gang?
bro. I played in so much.
Right.
It's crazy, dude. It's crazy. And all I wanted, and I had that one fucking dream, just one dream, and I don't like to lose. It's like my kids, they play sports now. You know what I'm saying? Like we were gifted. Like if I wish, like my oldest, youngest, Bobby, he's got, oh my God, one of the gifted athletes I've ever seen in my life. But he's got Terrell Owens syndrome.
Wow.
He doesn't know what constructive criticism is. The fucking most gifted athlete I've ever seen in my life, bro. Ever.
Wow.
You fucking piss him off. Fucking time to go heads up.
Ooh.
Like, no, it don't matter. My little brother's just like that. I mean, you're talking about the gift, like, man, Mexican, 41-inch vertical, like, tomahawk dunks, two-handed, like, 5'11", like, what the fuck? 4'3", 40. They were like, that's not possible for a Mexican. You know what I'm saying? Like, you look at his calves, they're like my biceps. It's crazy, dude. Like, yeah. But we weren't raised, like, to what we know now.
Right.
Yeah.
Like,
That's-
fuck,
yeah.
dude. You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah,
if I
imagine.
wish I was a better big brother, because I put him in ELAC, homie.
Wow.
When they seen him, Coach Ali was the coach at that time. Bro, this fool fucking had a fucking riot, offense, defense. That's why he got kicked out of fucking ELAC.
Shake it up.
Fucking never forget that. It just brought me back memories. Holy shit. Because this kid, Ward, was still the strong safety linebacker there, because it was like 2 years later. And he was still there, dude. Yeah, and he became friends with my brother. And they had a fucking offense, defense in the locker room fight. And even though my brother didn't start it, like, his boy was crying. He ain't gonna let his boy, you know what I'm saying? He didn't even know these dudes, but that's his teammates, you know.
Yeah, of
Teammates
course.
is deeper than friendship, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's a bond you can't fucking, you know what I mean?
It was like the Rams and Bengals last week.
Hey,
Aaron Donald had some helmets in his hands.
And it didn't matter which helmet it was. He was swinging with either one.
It doesn't matter with two Bengals helmets. No, since you're a Chargers fan, were you a Padre fan too?
I've been a Padre fan. Yeah,
Yeah.
I mean, I love the Padres.
Yeah.
I wasn't really into baseball, though, the way I was football. Playing it?
Yeah.
Hell yeah.
Yeah,
You know?
yeah.
Put me at shortstop, second, left, center, because I'm fast. You know what I mean? Like, wasn't a power hitter. I can place the ball. Watching it until you get to the fucking postseason, yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
exactly.
Like,
Yeah.
I'm with it.
All-time greats down in San Antonio. Tony Gwynn down there.
Tony
man.
Gwynn was,
Yeah.
I could
Amazing.
watch him
Yeah.
all day long.
Amazing.
Yeah.
Because it didn't matter. Like, to hear commentators talk respect about any player.
Oh, yeah.
It's always
To this
great.
day.
Well,
It's always great ear fucking listening, right?
You know,
For me
the-
it is.
Wasn't he from San? He was from there too, right? He grew up there.
When, I'm not sure if I don't remember if he grew up. I mean, it might
Oh.
have been Mount Carmel. I know his son Tony Jr. did, but I know he went to San Diego State.
Right.
In San Diego, he may have. I forget. I don't know without.
Yeah, he was like a hometown. Like
Yeah.
No,
but-
but he definitely went to college and.
But watching Tony Gwynn and seeing what he could do with the bat, it was it was like poetry.
Yeah, it was
It just
effortless.
It was so
it's
fluid. Yeah,
effortless. It was
just like
and the thing is,
easy.
what most people don't realize is that Tony Gwynn chose to be, that type of hitter. He could have hit for 20, 30 homers if he wanted to.
Yeah.
He just didn't think that he needed to do that. He thought it was something else that he was best at. So, yeah,
and it worked.
great ball player.
It worked.
Oh,
Absolutely.
it absolutely worked.
Yeah.
Yeah. I mean, you remember the Clippers were down in San Diego for a while.
True.
Yeah, they should go back. I mean,
You want to send everybody back.
Yeah.
no, I
You
mean,
want to send everybody back.
I mean, well,
I would take the Clippers back.
I mean,
I would take the Clippers.
they'll never be LA's team. I mean, we talked about this before. I mean,
Right.
Yeah.
they'd have a
I would
great
take
home.
the Clippers back because clearly it's not. I'm not going to say they don't fit, but it feels weird. The Lakers are just such a powerhouse.
Because you like the Lakers.
I'm a diehard Lakers. Well, I'm a diehard
Kobe.
See, I'm a diehard Kobe fan. I was
Yeah.
like it's weird. It's like we didn't have basketball, right? So I was a Jordan fan. I was a Spud Webb fan. I was a fucking. You know what I mean? Like I loved Grant Hill when he first came out. Like just like I still love Grant Hill. You know what I mean? I was pissed
Yep.
off. And, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
The Achilles tear and.
Yep.
That's
That sucks, man.
I learned so much about fucking medical shit through watching sports. It's crazy and shit, right? But yeah, that was. I mean, I love like I would literally. I think I push sports on my kids. As I'm hearing myself, I think I push sports on my kids. But I know what you
It's a
get
good
out of.
thing.
Yeah, I know what you get out of it for the soul.
Yeah.
For the soul, like
Watching your kids play. I mean, my son, did I push sports on him too? And I think it's just watching them grow and play. It's just, it's soothing, It's just something that you won't pass up, man. Just before I got here, he had some tryouts, basketball tryouts. I wouldn't miss it, It's one of those things where it's just like, you look forward to those games. You look forward to whatever event, he's going to have, it's, I get it, man. So yeah, I can see you pushing the sports on the kids,
no, yeah, that's some of our.
It's like a
conversations
selfish
always about
thing,
that.
It's like a selfish thing because you get pleasure out of watching your son play,
Yeah, I get that. You know what I love is watching those monumental moments to me, but they're so small and fast for them. But it's the little things, It's like following your own fucking shot, dude. Like learning that you don't got to be
Fundamentals.
you don't got to be 6'10".
Yeah.
You follow your own shot, know the angle, leap when you're supposed to, know how you're gonna land.
Yeah.
Man, your angle is and your speed's gonna take their height away from like little things like that. That when I watch it and they do it themselves, it's not dad yelling because they're always like, "Dad, don't be yelling." Don't be videotaping."
Sit over there.
Yeah, and I'm like, "Fuck!" Like I'm not that dad that like
King Richard.
cusses at.
Yeah.
But I'll yell to my kid like rebound, follow through, defense, drop lower, you're dribbling too high, like. Only, and like I tell her, like it's only things to say because you're tired or you're zoned in, and it's not to get your attention. It's so you hear these things because it worked for me. When I would hear these things, if I'm zoned in, I know where I'm going with. You know what I mean? Because if I'm zoned in, maybe I get lost in the competition rather than the team. You know what I mean? So it's like but I'm still pushing it too much.
Yeah.
Yeah.
We are, as parents, you're always going to do that. And you don't realize
Yeah.
it. You don't realize you're doing that to my kid calls me out too. His dad, you just need to calm down. Like,
I mean, King Richard.
Yeah, I'm like, you know what? You're right. Yeah. I'm not coaching all the time.
You didn't watch the game, you're
I remember
pacing.
at one point I was coaching his baseball, football, his basketball, and I was like, man, I got to stop. I got to just let someone else coach.
Let somebody else do it.
I'll just do one thing, So, but it's just you get into it, man. It's a selfish thing for me, man.
Yeah, no,
it brings me
but it's a
pleasure.
good selfish.
Yeah,
You're
yeah.
raising your child. You know what I'm saying? Like that's
I think sports is a great thing. It keeps them, because they get to an age where they get distracted.
Yeah.
Girls, or if they're boys, things that happen. But if you stay in sports, stay focused. I mean, good
No, and
things can happen.
That's so key because my son got to high school, homie. Like playing for Helix in San Diego is a big deal.
Oh, yeah,
bro.
Helix,
high school
yeah.
ball. It's like it's CIF. It's championship. Like there's certain things expected from certain schools. Like it is. Like it sucks to have that pressure for any kid, right? But to watch him just love it and to build this relationship with friendships and just who he still, not to give information, but he still holds these beautiful communications that he has with his friends, which is beautiful. That's what I love about sports for my kids,
Yeah.
anybody's kids. especially in a time like this. You know, you can find certain just beautiful fucking tenderness, man. You know what I'm saying? You got to get it while you can, you know, especially for your kids.
Yeah, man.
Absolutely.
You know, I'd be remiss if I didn't ask you, because I know some of the fans would probably want to know, what has it been like, you know, to be on Mayans now going on its 5th season, and the way it's grown, and you know it's become, you know, for you as well, you know, like a family. What has it been like?
It's been unbelievable, bro. From the moment I walked on, still to this last scene. That last scene that you guys, I don't know if you guys watched.
Yeah, of course.
That last scene that we shot, that was my last night. That was our last night of working. Like, we actually shot that. Like, Elgin James set that up to shoot it just like that, bro. And he trusted me with allowing me to make a certain choice on what he brought to life in his writing. Like, he's a fucking genius, bro. Like, just, oh my God, like, the details to humanity. Fuck the shit that we create as humans. But just to be able to embody a character that has feelings that you can feel as your own, that's when you're like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Like, this year I'm always creeper. When I'm quiet, I'm creeper. You know, like, people say they see it in my eyes and shit. It's funny because I'm always like, because I'm fucking thinking shit. Like, I think if I told you the shit I'm thinking that make my eyes fucking go like to certain shit, it's just like, who's thinking that shit right now? I bet you he's thinking that. They would start thinking that shit, right? I was like, but Elgin is just, man, to have another man believe in me like the way he believes in me, and I had to learn how to trust him this season. Because I wanted Creeper, you get so invested in Creeper, you want Creeper to be a certain way.
Yeah.
This man created Creeper. Like, he knows what he's doing. I start to believe that I'm Creeper when I'm on the fucking show. You know what I'm saying? Like, because I love Creeper. Like, Creeper's me. And man, you've seen obviously what happened. Like, that's his writing. I had no idea.
That was crazy. Yeah.
It was fucking beautiful.
I saw the video, the reaction of when they announced you guys got season 5 over at that Comic-Con, right?
Yeah, San Diego Comic-Con.
Yeah, man. It was just like, everyone was just like, you know, it felt the vibe was there, you know. And I saw it through the video, and I felt the happiness in all you guys, man, the reaction and everything. It was pretty cool, man, to see you guys.
That is the one thing, and it isn't, when you said about just being Latino and getting certain roles, right? What's even greater than that, and that's why, like, I don't get caught into the racial aspect of it. Being an actor, period, is so fucking inconsistent. You're like, if you have any kind of consistency in this
Right.
world to work and for me to support my family, holy fuck, I'm grateful. We got season 5, dog. Are you kidding me? Like, they told us on that fucking panel, bro. I was like, I just wanted to cry. I was like, I got one more fucking year to save money for my family and also to create just whatever the fuck we're going to create. And it's going to be huge. Like, it's going to be huge this year.
Yeah, man.
Lion season 5 is going to be fucking nuts.
Oh yeah, we our buddy asked us about a show to watch. He told him Mayans. He watched all 4 seasons one night.
Yeah.
One night.
Yeah.
He watched it all in one night.
It's like, Jesus Christ, going on.
Well, that's the thing. I mean, it grows on you, and I'm sure, you know, not only the character, but everything else within that whole experience, you know, it's become something else, or has it, you know, from when you started to now?
It's become huge. I mean, I can't go into any place without being stopped and recognized, and which is humbling as fuck for me. And that is where, like, this platform and being transparent with my walk and my struggles means so much to me. You know, because some people would say, well, why do you always talk about the struggle? Well, because everybody asks about it. Mm-hmm. I'm not afraid to talk about it. Well, if you keep bringing it up, you're going to relive it. No, I've dealt with those demons. They're still real.
No,
but they don't hold no power over me because I embrace them. I know they're there. fuck, they're a big part of my life. They created who I am really inside. They really did, because they allowed me how far I don't want to go in life.
Yeah.
You know, and how far I'm not willing to take it. And this new person, this new Joseph, or the real Joseph, I believe, has allowed me to be who I am today. Flawed as fuck. You know what I'm saying? And fucking up daily, but just not giving up and not drinking.
But the one thing I wanted to ask you was the fact that you were able to make that decision and say, okay, from now on, I'm going to be, like you said, the new Joseph. But for a lot of kids that are involved in that, in gangs and stuff, it's not that easy to get out of that lifestyle. How were you able to break away from it? Because for a lot of kids, it's, as they say in the movie, blood in, blood out.
Yes. And I won't speak on that aspect of it, but when you get into certain things, it's you have the choice regardless. It's your life. I made a choice to walk away, and I made a choice, and I'm pissing people off when I walked away.
Oh, yeah.
Okay? I pissed people off when I was gangbanging too. They wanted to kill me.
Yeah.
All my enemies, right? So I had to make a choice. Do I want my son to be my cellie one day, like I was in the county when my dad and my brother were there? You know what I'm saying? Like, do I want to keep this cycle alive? Because I already broke it from the gang shit. You know what I mean? Or do I want to walk away completely? And that was the hardest decision that I had ever made. And then I was like, I slept on it. And I said, yep, I'm gone. I never looked back. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. Some people have everybody's giving me a handshake. You know what I'm saying? Some people ain't too happy with it. It's been over 20 years. Still want to be upset with it? Be upset with it, bro. I'm not mad. I didn't hurt nobody. You know what I'm saying? I didn't put nobody in that they, you know what I'm saying, that they're supposed to be or not supposed to be. You know what I mean? I removed myself from the situation. I didn't want to be gangbanging no more. I walked away from the gang life. And for any kid that feels they want to walk away from the gang life to get your life better, man, it's your life. Do your life. If you're on drugs, you want to stop using drugs, it's your life. But it's us. We have to be the ones to help. For me, if I see one of your kids, I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do. You know what I'm saying? Because that's what I believe in. I'm gonna help your kid. You know what I'm saying? Or I'm gonna offer help. You know what I mean? And that's, you know what I mean? That's where I'm at with that. You know what I mean? But it's hard because we live in an area where it's family, all my family from a neighborhood. You know what I mean? So it's like it's family. It's, how do you say it's wrong? It's not that it's wrong, but it's certain parts of the life that you just don't want your kid to get caught up in.
Yeah.
But your kid's gonna have to make those choices for themselves.
That's an excuse that I hear a lot too, because I grew up in this. It's just like I had no choice. I grew up in this, and it's like you said, it's your choice. You know what I'm saying? I mean, it's just
it goes. I mean, when you that point is a lot deeper because it's we have to go deep into the healing aspect, because when we become gang members or we become drug addicts or whatever we become. Like, we become that.
Yeah.
Like, that becomes us, but it's not because we're drug addicts or whatever. We're obviously broken, hurting, there's a void inside. For me, there was a void inside me. And I was looking for it outside of me, outside of my home.
Right. Yeah.
And I found the homies. I found a lot of things, but the homies ended up sticking with me. Yeah. You know what I mean? Yeah. And then it was the best thing that ever happened to me, but then it became the worst thing that ever happened to my life. And it took me away from my kids, my son at the time. And that's why I made the decision to say, nah, I'm cool. I'm done.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? And I just want to gangbang no more.
No, it takes a lot of courage to do that.
No, it does. Yeah. Because a lot of people don't understand it. Now they do, because they're dads and they're living lives and they understand, or they came home from doing a life sentence now, or whatever, because it's been 20 plus years, and they understand, like, I didn't know what I was doing besides I was going to be there for my kid. Whatever the fuck that meant. That meant you don't like me, so fucking be it. Because he's going to love me. And guess what? He's 24. He's going to be, his birthday is coming up.
Nice.
And He just told me this morning he loves me. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. It's deep.
24 years
Sure.
later, bro. You know what I'm saying? So I obviously made the right choice.
Absolutely.
You know, and that anybody can make that right choice, no matter what. It's for our kids, I think.
Yeah.
Well, I know now, but at that time, I didn't know. I was afraid because I really didn't know how to be a dad.
They
I
say
didn't know what choices I was supposed to make.
Right.
Was I supposed to care about what you think about me more than what this beautiful little baby thinks that can't tell me
Yeah.
anything yet? And I was like, fuck that. Because I know what it feels like to be that little boy growing up wishing his daddy was there for him. And you're looking at every other fucking man to be your dad. You want to be like every other fucking man. And I think that's probably why Barry Sanders and Michael Jordan and fucking all these guys became my heroes, because I just wanted to just get lost in sports because I was good at it. You know what I mean? And I used to wish I had a dad that believed in me the same way I believe in my kids and put me out there. But all that failing brought me exactly the blessings that I have today. I know it. I know without a doubt. Like, God has shown me that. That's my heart power. I'm just beyond grateful for it, dude. It's
This
great.
was
I makes
your-
want to cry just
It's
thinking
your
about
path, man. Those things happen for a reason, man.
it. Yeah, but it's not me, though. It's weird. It's fucking cliche to say, right? It's not me, but it's right now it is. And that's so be it. You know what I mean? And it's so dope for the kids that I'm able to talk to. And you see that light in their eyes, man. Like, there's a certain look that you get, like the gleam, and you know, you
Yeah.
see it, and you're just like, it makes my heart like just water. Like, it's just like, you're like, fuck yeah, the hope is still there, because that's all you want in anybody. It's just the hope. I got a reason to push this bullshit that I got to deal with at home. You know what I mean? Because a lot of us don't know where these kids go home to, if they go home at all. You know what I mean? But if you give them a reason to push through it, they're gonna push through it, and they'll be doing this shit. You know what I mean?
And having fun at it.
Amen.
And that's what it's about.
Absolutely.
100%.
No, man.
That's what it's about.
No, your why was more important than anything else. Your why was your kids, and
Yeah,
what-
it
yeah.
was scary.
yeah, they say if your why don't make you cry, it's not big enough. And
Yeah, I still cry for him.
yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, got it, man. That's what keeps it going. Definitely.
Well, it's Take Shot Sports. So who would you like? We're gonna take a shot.
Yeah, we
We'll
in the
let-
show, we
we'll let
take a
you
shot.
slide.
Yeah,
No, we'll let you slide.
take a
We'll
shot.
let you slide on that. We've got this thing
mean,
that
Joseph, you hit it.
we can take a shot at someone. We take a shot, but I think people want to know, who would you like to take a shot at? Why? I mean, there's so
have to
many
be
different.
Yeah, it doesn't have to be someone. It could be something,
something.
an event or some.
You know what, man? Let's take a shot at this fight next weekend, the 9th.
The 10th. Are you talking about the 10th?
10th.
It's the
Sorry,
10th.
yes.
Yeah.
That's right.
I'm thinking of the 9th because my buddy's got the art expo. But yeah, Justin's. What's the gloves? What's the name of the company?
It's McBroom fight.
What is it?
McBroom
McBroom fight.
and Grubb, right?
Yeah.
And that's who do you think? Who do you think is
Social gloves.
Social
Social
Gloves?
gloves. Thank you.
That's right.
We got Le'Veon Bell, Adrian Peterson. I think I'm taking Peterson on that one.
He's a big boy.
I thought I saw him knock some guy down to the other day of the
Yeah,
I'm afraid of that.
Yeah.
That motherfucker's a motherfucker.
Seen his legs and shit?
That dude's a beast, bro.
Yeah, man.
God, I love
He'll
watching
get a
that dude out the
he
backfield.
can do his fight. Don't get a calentada after. He's
Yeah, man. But yeah, it is that McBroom fight with Gibb. I think.
Gibb, that's right.
Yeah, I think McBroom's gonna get that fight too.
You think McBroom's gonna win?
Yeah, I think McBroom's gonna get it.
Then he's gonna fight Fernando Vargas after it next
Oh,
fight.
hey, Vargas called him out. We'll
Vargas
see.
called him out.
We'll see. But it's all good, man. But that's a good shot, man. That's a good shot. We'll see.
Yeah.
Anyways, we'll take a shot to
Take a
that.
shot. You
So
know,
that-
you're gonna take a
Right,
shot
man.
or no?
Yeah.
Take a shot.
You want to take a shot at someone?
I'll take a shot. I mean,
I'll take a shot
Yeah,
today.
I'll take a shot.
I'll take a shot. Shot. Cheers.
So with that,
Let's go.
I've already called out Match.com and all that for you. So
salute.
Joseph, appreciate it, man. Thank you
Joseph,
for
thank
coming,
you so
man.
much.
This is
thank
awesome.
you for having
It's been a pleasure. Honor having you
Looking
here.
forward to Mayans 5.
Lions 5, everybody. Watch
Let's go, let's
Lions.
Yep.
go. Mayans 5.
Season 5.
Thank you, guys.
Take care.
Watch 1 through 4 now.
Yeah.
There you go. Stream it.
See ya.
All right, man.